The point where I almost died. That was my lowest point. That night, my mom actually came into the room and she actually told me something along the lines of she's ready to let me go. No parent should ever have to go through that. Start of Form 1, I was put to the top class, no pressure. So I've already achieved quite a fair amount of success in my previous year, so I figured I wanted to push harder in the following year. Whatever co-curricular activities, I was quite driven, quite hungry, but hungry in the sense that I was also eating a lot. And my sister, she has always been naturally skinny. Up until today, she has always been the skinny one. I've been compared to a lot. People would tell me, why are you eating your sister's food? Like, you know, she's so skinny. My case, I was ganged up during recess one day. And they were basically shouting words like, oh, you're a murderer, you're gonna kill your sister, ha ha ha, you know. Me being a naive, egoistic teenager, I had to prove a point, and it almost cost my life. Somewhere in between 16 and 17 years old, I almost died at about 28, 29 kilograms. When you're about to die, you have these flashes of the past going through your head, and that sort of happened to me. I would not call them haters per se. I think maybe not even naysayers. Like sometimes, you know, when we speak out of excitement, when we speak out of, you know, just a spur in the moment, we don't realize that we are saying something that does not sound very nice to someone. So maybe I could say something like, hey, it looks like you gained a little weight. Someone has been enjoying food a little too much, you know? To me, it sounds like a joke, but, you know, it may come off as offensive to someone and you don't know what this other person is going through. People have the assumption that just help this person, maybe feed them, observe them for a month, and they will get better eventually. You know, they'll fatten up, they'll become healthy again, and after 1 month, they'll be fine. But it's not that simple. The thing is about anorexia, you have to choose. You have to make the decision yourself. And it's a lonely battle. It's a slow battle that kills you. Through the process of being anorexic, how it feels like is you're scared of everything. It's not just food. It starts with food. You're always cold because you don't have any fats in your body. Showers were painful for me. Every time I took a shower, it was like pins and needles through my body. I was losing hair. If I just did this, a whole bunch would come out, you know? And sitting on anything hurts. Sitting on the floor, for example, sleeping hurts because I had a mattress with springs in it, so you could feel the springs, you know? And it was painful. We don't like eating with people because we don't like how we are getting stared at, whether we are eating or not. Clearly, we are not sociable anymore. We just want to be in our own shell. We want to hide ourselves away. We lose our confidence. Anorexia took far more than just my health. It took my confidence. It took everything. It just took everything. Somehow, I made that decision there in bed when I thought about what could have happened. I could have gotten married, I could have had kids, I could have earned my driver's license, I could have gotten my first job, my first paycheck, you know, and all these things would probably never happen if I died that night. So I rolled out of bed, crawled down the stairs, I went to the refrigerator. My mom has a lot of leftover food, so I stuffed my face with whatever was in there. So one side is telling you the calories that's going through your body. The other side wants to live. That's how an anorexic's mind works. It's split in two parts. My dad came down the next morning and he was in shock. He thought I died there. So he was like aggressively shaking me to wake up. And then when I woke up, he's like, oh my goodness, I thought you died. And then I thought, yeah, I thought I died too. So during anorexia, I actually had a puppy love ex-boyfriend. He was a very good guy. He tried to help me to get out of it. But of course, me being stubborn, it just made the situation worse. And it came to a point where I actually told him to break it off. In a bad way as well, I ghosted him because I did not want him to see me die. But now he's happily married, so that's good for him lah. They tell you that you can go and see psychotherapists. You can go and talk to someone about it. And I'm not trying to offend any therapist or anything or what, but yes, your encouragement does help. But again, it comes back down to the patient themselves. The battle is a lonely one. No matter who tries to help you, whether it's your parents, your best friend, your siblings, it's still up to you. You have to make that choice yourself. I would say that it's the best decision I've made. I feel a lot healthier, more energetic, a lot happier, of course. And alongside it, I've met a lot of wonderful people. I think judgments come from anyone, everywhere, and particularly those who are, very productive, they're very disciplined, they're very driven, and they sometimes make you feel small, So I would say these judgments, don't listen to them. Only think of your own progress. Think of your own path. Be selective of what you're listening to. Does it help you in any way? Does it add value? If it doesn't, drop it. Life is your canvas, it's your work of art. There's gonna be hiccups along the way in creating your life, but you just have to remember that it's your own masterpiece. So your story will definitely be painted beautifully, no matter how it turns out. Always remember why you started, why you pushed so hard to begin with, and never forget your roots. Because you can achieve the highest version of yourself. It's just believing that you can, one step at a time. Trust the process, and everyone will leave a mark in this life that is their own.